What's up, guys? This is Will of Will H Tech Review, back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 after having this device for 1 year. So the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 is about to drop. Samsung's about to have a big event tomorrow as of the taping or recording of this video, and they're about to drop their next edition of the Samsung Galaxy Note device. So I wanted to talk about my experience with this device after having it for a year and just give my overall opinion on it, and just tell you that this is probably one of the best devices that I've had all year, last year and this year. I depend on this device a lot in my everyday use. I use it in conjunction with my iPhone, but there are certain things that this device can do that no other device can do out there, and that's why I think I'll always have a Samsung Galaxy Note device in my possession, as long as they're making them. So I did try to get rid of this device within the past year. I wanted to replace it with something different, so I picked up the LG G8, and that was a nice device. It had everything that I needed and more, but the display on it was too small, and it was a smaller form factor than what I actually wanted, so I ended up selling that and getting rid of it. I got a great price on it as well. So then I picked up the Pixel 3a, another great device, but a small device, too small for me, and I ended up getting rid of that, and I got an awesome price on that, but I ended up selling it, and I actually made a little money off of it. So it always come back to this device right here, and I think I'll always stick with a Note device. So this device I have right here, this is the 128 gigabytes for storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and the 845 processor, and this has held up very well, performed very well for the whole year. None of that Samsung lag and all that stuff we used to get back in the day, all of that stuff is gone, and I didn't see any of that with this device. This has a 6.4 1440 by 2960 Super AMOLED display, and I can tell you on this display, the colors pop. Beautiful, beautiful display on this, just like on most Samsung devices. If you have ever had one, then you know Samsung makes displays out there, man. So this display did not disappoint me at all. Now, as far as the build quality on this, as you can see, no scratches whatsoever on this device right now. Does have Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and the back of it. One thing I don't like about devices, the modern day devices, they have that Gorilla Glass on the back as well. So with me, all I did is I put a new skin on it. Well, I had a red skin I was running, carbon fiber, and I got tired of that, so I ended up putting this black carbon fiber on there. But the back of the display is pristine. Everything, I got a front screen protector as well. All the buttons, everything has held up well. And for the majority of the year, I kept it in a case, but within the last 2 months or so, I've just been rocking it just like this. And I like the feel of it. This is the way that I think manufacturers, OEMs, want you to experience the device without a case on it. So it's been great, man. I haven't dropped it. I added that little skin on the back of it, and it makes it very, very easy to carry and not so slippery. So I do like the idea that we do still have a indicator notification light up here. On the back of it, we do still have the fingerprint sensor and heart rate sensor. Don't know if we're going to have that on the next Note 10. On the next Note, the 10. So the fingerprint sensor acts as a fingerprint sensor, also if you're within your device here, if you swipe down on it, it brings down your notification panel and your quick toggle panel right here as well. That's one thing I like about that fingerprint sensor. Just lets you get into the device fast, and you can use it as for other things as well. So this also has, like I said, the heart rate sensor. This has a Bixby button, which I don't use, and I think you can reprogram that. I've never looked into that or anything. This does have a iris scanner that works well, facial recognition and iris scanner. As you can see, I'm behind the camera, and it picks me up very, very quickly. So that all works great on this device. This has dual speakers. It has a speaker here and a speaker at the bottom. And when you put the Dolby Atmos on this, this thing gets pretty loud, and it works really well. So you get some great sound out of this. But wait, there's more. We still on this device have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So guess what? On the next note, that's going to be gone. We're not going to have that anymore. So if you're used to that, it's going to be gone. I'm kind of using Bluetooth devices now for listening, so I'm kind of in between on that. I don't know if I like that or not, but I do like having that on this device. Now, the cameras on this thing, over the last year, I've shot a lot of video. I've shot a lot of pictures with this device, and a lot of my videos for my channel have been shot with this device. The great cameras on it. You have the ability to shoot up to 4K video on this. You do have wide angle lens, telephoto lens. The cameras on this thing are really nice. I'm not going to get into all the specs on it, but some great cameras on this device. Now, the look of this device, I know I'm kind of all over the place, guys, but I heard a YouTube reviewer the other day said, after having some of the OnePlus devices and some of the new ones that don't have the newer devices that don't have a fingerprint sensor on it, he said this one felt like it was outdated. But to me, this does have some bezels at the top and the bottom. This doesn't have the notch, so I don't think it's outdated looking to me. I still think it's a pretty modern looking device. You're going to be able to grab this device for some very great prices coming up when they drop the next iteration of 10. And I think it's going to be still a great buy for this device. So some of the other features that I like about it, the DeX feature on here is dope. I take this and I hook it up to an external monitor, and I go in with the DeX, and you can get a lot of stuff done with the DeX mode on this. They did implement the night mode on this, which I like a lot. It really is really nice on here to have that dark mode, the night mode. Now, when you come to the One UI update, my device was feeling a little old until they dropped that update on here. Then it changed the game for me as far as the way the device was performing. Now, I do like the gestures that we have now from the bottom. You can turn that on or turn it off. I do like the idea when you bring down your quick toggle, everything is at this height now. Before the UI update, you had to really stretch because this is a tall device. So within that, and also within the browser, they brought everything down here to the bottom as well, as you can see there. So a lot of neat little tricks that the One UI update brought to this device. Now, I did take a little bit of a hit on the battery when I first updated it to the One UI update, but since then it's leveled off. I'm still getting about 5 to 6 hours of screen on time with this, but the battery did take a little bit of a hit on it. So the Note 10 has been a great device. Like I said, I use my device. I'm going to show you right here. If you go into my storage here, you can see out of the 128, I got 121 available, and also my SD card is just about full too. So my device is used, man. My favorite feature that I got to talk about this device is the S Pen. So the S Pen, if you're not using the S Pen on this device and you have it, then you're missing out on a lot of stuff. You can create notes, you can smart select, and I use that a lot. I use to create notes. You can stream write, live message. You can use this as a pointer. You can use this to copy and paste. I use it for getting in little small places. We have signed documents with this for things that we had done at the home, and they sent us the stuff over online. The S Pen is great. Now, I don't use the S Pen for stuff like taking pictures, using the remote to take pictures and things like that. But it's there, and this is the reason why I have the Note 9 now, and the reason why I had to still have my Note 8. I haven't had any problems with this pen as well. If you leave it out for a while, it will tell you that you need to put it in, so it can get a little charge on it. But other than that, it's been great, man. So my Note 9 won't be going anywhere. My Note 8 will probably be traded in for the Note 10, and then we're gonna rock with that. And I'll have this to compare the Note 10 to as we move forward. But just my thoughts on this device after having it for that amount of time. It is still a great device, and like I said, the prices are going to drop a whole lot on this device, and it's still a great device to pick up, I think, in my opinion. So you got stuff like Quick Charge 2.0 for wireless charging, 4,000 milliamp battery, just heart rate sensor, all kinds of features and details on this device, and it's still a great device. So all right, guys, my look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 after having it for 1 year. Catch you guys in the next video. Will H.